Good morning. Find yourself in a comfortable seat. A chair is preferred, and as you sit in your chair, want to have some distance between your back and the back of the chair. So as you settle into your seat, bring your hands to your knees and close your eyes or soften your gaze. And begin just to tune into the rise and fall of your breath. Not really trying to control it too much, just noticing inward and outward movement. Now take your hands to your belly, just below your belly button. And then continue your breathing, but then deepen the breath. Deepening in such a way that you feel the hands on your lower belly moving with the breath. Now with your next few breaths, tuning into the energy of the sacral region, the area that gives you the impulse to create, connected to the element of water, and to taste, pleasure with food. So here, tuning in, if an intention rises up, let it come into your mind. Body and breath and thought here as one. And now keeping one hand on your belly, take the other hand and bring it over your chest, flat and over your chest. We will seal our intentions or just the energy of the sacral region as we make the sound of Om. Deep inhale. And now gently opening your eyes and bringing your hands back to your knees. We're going to begin with some activating breath. If you are visiting this class later in the day, activating breath generally after 5 o'clock in the evening, unless you want to be really activated late in the day, it is better to do these breathing exercises before 5 o'clock. And so, coming into a comfortable seat, bring one hand to chest and one to belly. Actually, before you do that, a Kleenex to blow your nose. Just a quick clearing of the nasal passages. So this activating breath, the purpose in it is to move energy. All right, so this first breath, bringing one hand to chest and belly, is called, it's called skull polishing breath, or Kapalabhati. And I love the name because it sounds like what it is. So it is a rapid inhale and a passive exhale. So I'll demonstrate deep inhale. Right, so you rapidly exhale out your nose and then inhale into your inhale passively. As we do this, at the end of a round of Kapalabhati, we will exhale the breath all the way out, emptying everything. And then we pull the belly up. And so what that looks like is you suck your belly in. So you've all the breath is out. Then suck it up. And then you release. So what the moving of energy, it strengthens the apparatus of breathing. So the diaphragm, when you pull your air up like that, the diaphragm is coming all the way up into the rib cage, and that is strengthening your diaphragm. It's holding all your air out. So if I go longer than you're comfortable with, you just let your air go. All right, everybody ready? So we will take 3 inhales and then begin. So bring your arms out to the side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms back to heart center. 2 more, just like that. Inhale up. And exhale back to center. And with the last one, inhale, and then we will begin. Inhale. Drop one hand to chest and belly, and then begin out your nose and in your nose. And now expel all your breath. Suck your belly up. And release. Just take a moment just to notice the movement of the energy. So it's, with Kapalabhati, it's instant. So we'll do 2 more times of Kapalabhati with only 1 preparation breath, and then I'll introduce the second energizing breath. Taking an inhale up, and then begin. Exhale. Bring your belly up. And then release. And always pausing. There is a reason we're in a chair. This can be a little, cause a little lightheadedness. So if you're feeling too lightheaded, you can forego the next one. Right, so it's our third of the Kapalabhati. Inhale up. Drop one hand to chest and belly and exhale. And then pull the belly up. And release. And again, pausing. So as you can see, lots of different feelings with that kind of energizing breath. All right, so we're going to pause before we move into the next breath. Take your right ankle to your left knee, and then gently lean against that right leg, coming into your hip, and you can do a little pulsing, just a gentle pulsing, or you can press and hold. Just whatever is resonating with your body. Often when we're warming up with a morning practice after sleeping all night, things are a bit stiffer. So honor your body, honor where you are this morning. And release the right leg and let the left ankle come to the right knee. And again, just pressing. And you might find one hip is tighter than the other. It's just a moment to notice. And if you do notice that one leg seems not as flexible, then come back to that leg later this day. Give it some attention. Again, you can either pulse or hold, whatever is feeling good to you today. And release. Left foot come back down. And now we will go to our next activating breath. This one we will only do twice, and then I'm going to pepper these in as we move through the practice today. All right, so the next one is called billows breath, and it is aptly named because you are stoking a fire. You will be pulling and inhale and exhale forcefully. So I will do one demo on this. And when you create the stomach lock on this one, that stomach lock can rise up and release, rise up and release, or you can just hold it, or you can forego it altogether, whichever works best for you. There is a cat walking across the screen. Willy, Willy, Willy. Yes, sorry, baby. Okay. Cat interlude. All right, so again, we'll do three, or let me demo. Inhale, arms overhead. And then you go into Kapalabhati, into billows breath the same way as Kapalabhati. So inhale up, and expel the breath. And then bring the stomach up. And this is where you can rise and fall with your stomach. So pumping the stomach. You will notice that a round of billows is shorter, and you'll see why. Moves tons of energy. All right, bring your arms down by your sides, and we'll do 3 preparation breaths after the third inhale, we'll start. Right, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And now with this third inhale, we will begin. And exhale. Pull your stomach up. And then you have the option to pump if you want. And release with a big inhale and then exhale. And just notice difference between Kapalabhati and this billows breath, or any other feelings you're noticing. And so one more, and this time just one inhale, and then we will begin. Arms by your side, inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale. And release. Pull your tummy up. And then either hold or pump. And release. So activating breath. So as we move through, we will use the breath, but not the stomach hold as we move through the practice. All right, so now come off your chair, but we're going to use our chair for warm-up today. So putting your chair out in front of you and giving yourself a legs distance. Take your heel to your chair. Inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, fold to wherever your body says, oh, okay, that's good. That's good. And then 3 breaths here. Coming into the right hamstring. And with an inhale, you can walk your hands back up your legs. And then turn, and I'm turning my chair. You don't have to turn your chair unless your back is going to be to me. Take your foot to the side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, drop your right hand over to your right leg, left arm over. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, just continue to the rhythm of your own breath. If it feels better to hold it longer, you can. You're just trying to warm up the inner thigh on the right leg. And the next time you inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down to your side. And then swap legs. So this time taking the left heel to the chair. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, fold to wherever your left leg allows. And hold 3 breaths into the left hamstring. Inhale, rise up, drop the left foot so that you have your inner thigh open. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, drop over to the left into a side body stretch, but also hopefully an inner thigh stretch on the left side. And then continue to the rhythm of your own breath, or holding, just trying to warm up the inner thigh. Now the next time you inhale, arms overhead, exhale, arms out to the side, and bring your left foot back down. And leave your chair where it is for now. It might be helpful. All right, so coming into a standing position, bring your hand to your pelvis, your front hand to your pelvis and your back hand to your low back. So we are working with the energy of this sacral region, uh, Svadhisthana in Sanskrit, and it means house of one's own or place of pleasure, house of pleasure. So this is the energy of creativity, sensuality, and so this area is associated with the sense of taste. So coming into a standing position with your hands, one hand in front and one in back. Inhale, shift your weight into your left leg, and inhale the right knee up and out to the right. Back to center and over to the left. And back to center and down. Shift to the right leg, and now on the left side. Inhale, left knee up, out to the left. Back to center, to the right, and back to center, and down. And then let your arms hang by your sides. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Bring the right arm under, left arm over. And first drop your hands to your shoulders. You can leave your hands on your shoulders or bring the backs of your arms together. And then slide your left fingers into the palm of the right hand if you are able. Inhale, lift your arms up. Pulls your shoulder blades out. And then exhale, sink. And you're sinking into the pelvis. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Two more, just like that. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Last one, inhale, rise. And exhale. And then as you inhale and come to shoulder level, release your arms. And then now bring the left arm under, right arm over. Drop your hands first to your shoulders. And then bring the backs of your hands together. And this time, if you are able, left fingers come into the right palm. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink into the pelvis. You can close your eyes here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Two more. Inhale, rise. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. And then come back to full standing and release your arms all the way down. So again, working with this energy in the pelvis. Bring your hands to your hips. Shift your weight into your left leg. Inhale, right knee up and over. And when you bring that right knee over, the left knee bends. And you can drop your toes to the floor. So coming into a balance with your legs, squeeze your legs in. So as you squeeze them in, it brings a lot of energy right here. So stabilizing in your legs. If you have the ability to bring your toes all the way around your ankle, be in a full balance, do that. Otherwise, using the toes. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, right arm under, left arm over. And then either drop your arms to your shoulders or backs of your hands, coming into an eagle balance, Garudasana. So here, squeeze in and feel the energy. And if it feels appropriate for you to do so, you can use a little bit of Kapalabhati here, taking inhales and exhales. And you can release the Kapalabhati and then release your arms to shoulder level. Rise up through the left leg, bring the right knee up. Right leg comes down, one hand to chest and belly. Close your eyes or soften your gaze and just notice. So if you layered in the Kapalabhati, that is the forceful exhale and passive inhale, just noticing any difference in how you feel. Now again, drop your hands to your hips, shift your weight into your right leg. Inhale, left knee up and over. And I have the chair here. If you want to use your chair as a prop, you can. So you bring bend into your right knee, and the left toes are either on the floor or somewhere around your ankle. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, left comes under, right over. Drop your hands to your shoulders. They can stay here, or backs of your hands together and the left fingers into the right palm. As you find your balance in eagle pose, if you would like to layer in the forceful exhale and passive inhale, do so. And now release the breath if you're doing so, and then release your arms to shoulder level. Straighten your right leg, left knee comes up, and release. One hand to chest and belly. Close your eyes or soften your gaze and just notice any changes of energy, any sensations in your body. Any differences in heart rate and respiration. And now drop your hands to your hips. Then heel and toe your feet to a little bit better than hip width apart. So not wide, but slightly wider than your normal hip width apart. And then as you come here, bring your one hand in the front to your pelvis and one hand in the back. And then begin just to do a little, as though you had a hula hoop around you. Right? Just or you're one of those little hula hoop girls statues on the dashboard of a car. Just doing rotations, doesn't matter what direction. And then whatever direction you're doing, reverse it. Just tuning into the wave-like motion of the pelvis. Release it. And then step your left foot forward, right foot back. You're in just a nice triangle pose. And then swing your arms up to the sky and back. And then step the left foot back. So this is just a little flowing movement. Step the right foot forward, arms come up and back down. And left foot forward. So it's as though you're offering your wave to the world. And then come back to center. So we're going to play around with creative movement and the water of the pelvis. We're going to bring in a different song, a song by Eva Cassidy called Wade in the Water. And as it plays, you've got to move, right? You've got this, step the left foot forward, and the left foot comes back, arms come up. And then you're free to sashay your hips in any kind of way you'd like as you step forward. Just tuning in, be playful, nobody can see you, you can see me. Right? Do whatever you want with your body. You can move around the room, sashay, dance. So part of the energy of the sacral region, all that hip moving that Elvis did, right, is to tune in to that passionate part of yourself. I am passionate. I am creative. I love and enjoy my body. I move like water. Let's have fun with it. Must be the children of Israelite on God's trouble water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Close your eyes. Just let the music move you. Part of balancing the energy here is just enjoy, have fun. You could even add in, I love my belly. And you can add in, I love my butt. Love my belly. Love my butt. Sashay your hips. Who's that young girl dressed in blue? Wade in the water. Must be the children that's coming through. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. You can sing if you'd like. Wade in the water, children. In the water. God's gonna trouble the water. You don't believe I've been redeemed. Wade in the water. Just see the Holy Ghost looking for me. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade. God's gonna trouble the water. Begin to slow your movements, still keeping in that watery flow of your hips. If you had a little bit of a heart rate change, that's one of the benefits of a little bit of dance. Deep inhale. Ah. Again, being in the enjoyment of your body. And dance is a good way of tuning in to that energy. And now move your chair off your mat. Hands to hips, heel and toe your feet to mat width apart. And arms come alongside you. Just sashay again. So we're keeping the energy here in the pelvis. And then come into a circle with the hips. So hips to the left and forward, right and back. Full rotations if you want to bring your torso in with it. Deep inhales and exhales. And then reverse, go in the opposite direction. I love and enjoy my body. I am creative. And then come into stillness. Turn your left toes to the short side of the mat. Right foot pivots, coming into a warrior stance. So bringing your hands again to acknowledge the pelvis. Deep inhale. Come into just a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, folding forward. Continue with that. Inhale, rising up to a little gentle back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Two more inhales and exhales. And exhale. And the last one. And exhale. And bring your hands to your hips. Step your right foot to join your left. Take a deep inhale, arms overhead, coming into billows breath. And release. Inhale up, one hand to chest and belly. Just pausing to notice the energy movement. And now drop your hands to your hips. Step the right foot to the short side of the mat, the short end of the mat, and then position the left foot to come back into a warrior on the other side. Hands to pelvis. Deep inhale to a back bend. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. And exhale. Two more just like that. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Bring your hands to your hips. Step your left foot to join your right. Come up into a stable standing position. Inhale, arms overhead. And then begin your billows breath. And exhale. One hand to chest and belly. Just pausing to come back into your normal breath. And now drop your hands to your hips. Again, heel and toe your feet too wide here. So better than hip width apart. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, sink into your goddess. Your goddess is going to flow. And here's the flow. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, hands come to your belly and forward. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, sinking down with a little pause for a short goddess as your hands come to your pelvis and fold forward. 3 more times, just like that. Inhale, rising up all the way through your arms. Exhale, sink into goddess. Continue the exhale as your hands come to your belly and you fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink to goddess. Exhale, hands to pelvis, fold forward. One more for good measure. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink to goddess. Drop your hands to your pelvis, fold forward. Rise up, hands to your knees, straighten your knees. And then fold forward, grab your arms at the elbow level. And let gravity pull you down. Pausing for a moment, a little micro bend in your knees, soften your knees. Moving into Pasarita Padottanasana. Here, just taking a moment to affirm the energy of the sacral region. I allow myself to feel my feelings. I feel. I trust and honor my feelings. I am creative. And now take your hands to your knees and sink into your knees, but stay in that sunken position as you bring one hand in front and one in back and come all the way down to a seated position. I'm going to deepen my angle here. And so now, sitting on the floor, take your feet and bring the bottoms of your feet together. One hand to your feet to hold them together, one hand to your belly, and butterfly here. So just might think of it as stoking your creative energy, the energy of the sacral region. So you can go out and garden or cook or be in nature or paint, create music. Many, many expressions of human creativity, writing poetry, just writing a letter to a friend or an email. And then release. Bring your feet out in front of you. Hands to your shins. With an inhale, pull your belly and chest forward, arch your back, tuck but lift your chin and hold the breath. And then release. 2 more just like that. The kumbhaka at the top, the holding of the breath is energizing. Deep inhale. And release. And now release. Now finding your blanket. If you have a blanket for your knees. And then bring your knees to settle on the blanket. And come into first a neutral table. With this neutral table, bringing your, again, awareness to your pelvis as we do a couple of cat-cows with an inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, and then exhale, chin into your chest, belly rounds. So every movement here is initiated in the pelvis. So as you shift your hips or your pelvis out, lift your chin, arch your back, and then as you exhale, squeeze the last little bit of air out. Continue for 3 more to the rhythm of your own breath. And then after your next exhale, come back into a neutral table and walk your hands at least a hand length, but probably about a hand length and a half forward. So you're in an imbalanced table. Shift your hips all the way to the left, drop your pelvis all the way down, and then shift to the right and back. Big circular motions. Here you can close your eyes, tune in again to that energy in the pelvis. Your inner Elvis, you might call it. Here, a few more affirmations. I have healthy boundaries. I enjoy pleasure. I am passionate. And now reverse your circle, the opposite direction. I feel. I trust and honor my feelings. Now the next time your belly comes close to the floor, let it drop to the floor, and you can shift your blanket to under your belly if that feels appropriate. And then your arms come to rest right underneath your shoulders. You're anchoring in your legs. The pivot point is going to be the pelvis. Bring your attention there, chin or forehead to the mat. With an inhale, lift head, chest, and then arms come to hover. And at the top of the lift, shift your nose to point towards the mat, coming into Cobra Pose. And here in Cobra Pose, tune into your breath. Tune into the energy of the pelvis. That is the seat of our emotional health, our creative impulse. Connected to pleasure, like taste. Your next inhale, lift a little higher. And then exhale all the way down. Bring your arms alongside you. One cheek to the mat and let it go. And now bend the left leg, bend the right leg. And then find the left foot with the left hand, the right foot with the right hand. Once you have a good hold, you can kind of walk your knees in a little closer, preparing for bow pose. And now bring your chin or forehead to the mat. And now with an inhale, press your feet into your hands and lift. Lifting your torso, lifting your legs. At the top of the lift, mind your neck. That is, bring your nose towards your mat. And then feel here we are actually, if you notice as you breathe, there's a little bit of a rock. And you can even accentuate it just by moving back and forth. There is a reason we rock babies. It's comforting. It brings us back to being home in our own bodies, to feeling nurtured and loved. And now with an exhale, release your legs back down. Let your feet go. And then come to rest once again, just a mini belly shavasana pause. And as you're ready, turn yourself over, all the way over onto your back. Making any adjustments like moving your blanket. And as you find this new foundation, tuck your shoulder blades under. And find your belly, your pelvis, right below your belly button. Keeping your hands there, take a deep inhale as you flatten your back against the mat. And then continue your inhale as you lift your pelvis. And your hands are coming with you. Just keeping your hands, and you can do a little playful patting if it feels appropriate. Just tuning in. I honor and enjoy my body. I am passionate. I feel. I am creative. Three more deep inhales and exhales. And now with an exhale, come all the way down. And once your low back hits the mat, your hands out at a 45-degree angle. Take your right leg all the way over the left. Drop your legs to the left, to a spinal twist, winding down. You're maybe still noting as this twist begins at the tailbone. It goes up through the pelvis all the way to the cervical spine. Now with an inhale, bring head and legs back to center. Uncross the right leg. And then send the left leg over the right. Drop your legs to the right, head to the left. Again, a spinal twist from the tailbone up through the pelvis to the lumbar spine, to the thoracic spine, and then all the way into your neck, into the cervical spine. Now with an inhale, bring head and legs back to center and uncross, and then ease your body into your relaxation pose, making any adjustments for comfort, bringing something underneath your knees, a blanket to your belly, a blanket over your body. Anything that brings a signal to come into relaxation and stillness. And as you find a place of stillness, quick scan of your body, starting with your feet and legs, traveling up your feet and legs to your bottom and back, all the way up your arms to your shoulders, to the back of your head, and bringing your closed eyes to rest right between your eyebrows as you follow the inward and outward flow of your breath. And to deepen your breath, slowly waking your body back up through the breath. And now bring movement into your fingers and toes, and then up into your wrists and ankles. Moving all the way into your neck and shoulders as you move your head from side to side. And if it would feel good to do so, hug your knees into your chest. And then take any stretches of arms and legs that would feel good as you move yourself over to your right side or left, coming to rest at the threshold between our yoga on the mat and the yoga we carry with us off the mat. And so pausing here just for a moment to pay honor to the energy of the sacral region, connected to the color orange, our sense of taste, to our emotions, to our creative impulse. And so here, a strong affirmation: I am radiant, creative, and I enjoy a healthy, passionate life. And so just a moment of gratitude for any aspect of your creative self or for anything. And then as you are ready, bring yourself up to seated. So as we make our final Om, we will honor the energy of this sacral region with the seed sound of this area, which is Yum. So we, instead of an Om, we're going to go Yum as we close class tonight or this morning. Inhale, arms overhead. Remember, Yum, Yum. Inhale, arms overhead. Yum. Bow your head to your heart to your head. Namaste. Jai. See you next time.